Good morning, and that's a tough act to follow. I'm going to dispense with too many pleasantries because I have 5 minutes to talk about a staff report that took 38 pages to explain. So Jim asked me if I could squeeze that report into 5 minutes, and I thought, well, let's do this. So, there's a lot of details about the fire hazard severity zone maps that I am not going to bore you with as I stand up here and talk. So we have our fire marshal and our emergency manager. Right there, they actually met him earlier. They're going to be here, and we have some great materials that will help with the discussion. So I want to kind of reframe the debate, or we're going to reframe the discussion here today. And I want to talk about the fact that yes, we do have these maps that have been given to us, and we didn't have a whole lot of chance to talk about them. We didn't have a chance to comment on them. They've been given to us. But I want to reframe the debate a little bit, and I want to talk about some of the emotions. I have a coworker who likes to talk about let's feel the feels, and there are a lot of emotions about these maps, and I want to kind of work through that. And I want to go back to January of 25 and the picture behind me. And this is a picture of Altadena, and it's where a wildfire, whipped up by the wind, descended into a very densely packed urban environment and destroyed over 9,000 structures. There was lives lost, livelihoods lost, businesses lost, and for context, in the city of San Luis Obispo, there's 22,000 structures, 14,000 parcels. Imagine 9,000 structures destroyed in a city of our size. What are those emotions? What are those feelings? Anxiety, fear, worry that maybe that can happen here. It's real. Those are real emotions. And they're recent, and they're close. I want to talk about next. The slide behind me is about insurance. Also, a conversation and a topic rife with emotion. What you're seeing behind me is the growth in the FAIR plan, the insurer of last resort, in the last 5 years. The number of properties has gone up 120%. The assessed value, not sure if you can see those numbers, the assessed value has gone from approximately $75 million to just short of $500 million in assessed value in the last 5 years. That is the insurer of last resort. I assume there's at least one property owner in this room that is on that FAIR plan. Had no other options. What are those feelings? That sense of anxiety, that sense of being out of control, that sense of maybe a little bit of desperation. Into that context comes this. And what you see behind me is a map that shows that in 2011, we had 38 parcels affected by very high fire hazard severity zones. 38. That's a blip on the radar. The new maps as of 2025 have 2,850-ish properties in the very high, let alone the high and the moderate as well. And what do those emotions bring? A sense of powerlessness, maybe a sense of being out of control. Hopeless, maybe? Maybe the conditions. It ties all that in together. And so it's very real that all these emotions are happening to us right now. But I want to maybe change this conversation just a little bit. And I want to maybe say that rather than allowing those negative emotions to grapple with us and maybe paralyze us, could we maybe turn that into a call to action? A call to action towards a community of resilience, a resilience strategy. And that strategy has 5 prongs to it. And it's a strategy that involves all of us. And I say all of us as the city, as our community, as our business owners, as our contractors and our suppliers and our landscape contractors. It involves all of us. And that strategy starts with the vegetation management, the open space around us, that area that we love and value so much, and making sure that we collectively can manage that. Because if we can stop a fire in the wildland, it never gets into the urban environment. It never gets to this built environment. It buys us time, as firefighters, time to slow that fire down. The next phase of that is defensible space. That's the space around your buildings, around your structures, that 0 to 5 feet where we can remove combustibles, so that when the embers land in your properties, there's nothing to burn. There's nothing to catch the house on fire. Give us time to get in there and stop it. The next one is home hardening, and making sure that your structure itself has as much non-combustible material as possible. A non-combustible roof, attic vents, non-combustible siding, the windows, the decks, all of that material. Try to reduce the chance that a structure could actually catch fire. Give us time to come in and stop that fire. And then there's us. There's the firefighters. Are we training appropriately? Are we equipped? Do we have our radios? Do we have our mutual aid plans with CAL FIRE to bring in air tankers and helicopters and dozers and hand crews and wildland engines and all that stuff? And then lastly is you. Lastly is you. Are you prepared for the next emergency? Are you prepared for the next wildland fire? We have our emergency manager here to come talk about alert SLO, reverse 911. Do you know your evacuation zone? Do you know how to get in touch with your loved ones? Do you have a ready, set, go bag? Do you have it ready? So we have an opportunity here, and we have an opportunity to move towards take our emotions and take our fears and our anxieties and use that to our betterment towards a strategy of resilience, community resilience. So I thank you for your time today, and I want to offer, we have some great materials in the back. Our emergency manager, our fire marshal are here. We're here to answer questions. We want your feedback as well. Go to our website, provide your feedback. This is a great opportunity to let us know what we need to know about making SLO a community, a resilient community. So thank you for your time this morning.